Hi everyone. It is Monday night, and I hope you guys had a great weekend. Today's video is about an update, something that I ended up finding and able to bring home. So you guys know I am one of the very few people that you'll see out there with exposure to a lot of these high-end components, actual ownership, not listening just at a dealer or a regular audio show. I actually own, play, get to have my own personal opinion, unbiased opinion. Let me make sure I say that, unbiased opinion, because at the end of the day, I own everything that's here, so I could care less as to which product is superior to the other. Does not make a difference to me. Okay, so I want to make sure I say that. To give you a level of understanding, I am that guy that's crazy. I just literally drove 21 hours. Yes, I just drove 21 hours to pick up my next component. And I got home really late last night. Didn't spend any time with my daughter. Didn't spend any time with my wife. Didn't see my family all weekend long. To be able to capture a component that I've been waiting for, that I've been trying to finally audition for myself and hear for myself. And I'm very proud to be able to bring you guys what should be an impressive piece here. And well, let me just show you what I'm talking about. What I have brought home is, you all ready? Yo, Boulder 2110 line stage. This is Boulder's latest preamplifier. If you remember my videos, I did have a black version of this, but that was the older 2010. The new version has a bunch of upgrades, which you guys can find online as far as what they are. Although they look identical on the outside, with the exception, of course, of being the glass that now runs throughout the entire chassis, there are a lot of internal changes. This unit weighs 108 pounds together. 108 pounds. Okay, just to give you a point of reference, that's about what most amplifiers weigh. Real amplifiers weigh. Okay, let me just show you this is a beast. Left channel isolated, right channel isolated. Look at this. Digital power supply. This controls all of the digital part domain. See, this channel is one chassis. Each channel is independent from each other. You got an umbilical cord that feeds the left, umbilical cord that feeds power to the right, and then you got another umbilical cord that feeds power to the digital circuitry. So in total, you have three power supplies that come to feed this monster independently. Okay, that is incredible. That is insane, to say the least. If you can see now, you have 1, 2, 3 outputs. 3 sets of XLR outs, which I'm trying to figure out why would someone need so many XLRs, but Boulder doesn't care. They just do it. In addition to that, we have an auxiliary in case you want to feed a second system inside your house. That can be controlled as well. And each one of these XLR outs can be independently adjusted so that you may have more juice coming out of this one than that one if you choose. If you have subwoofers or if you have any other component, you can independently adjust each one of them. Okay, this is a serious machine. It's by far, the look of it is just impressive, guys. I'm going to read you some specs so you guys have an understanding of what this is. But this is just serious business. Okay? It is seriously an impressive machine. Let me see if I can read you some thoughts here that I pulled up. Okay, so this in a nutshell is, it's a balanced version, of course. 4 separate chassis, left audio, right audio, the user interface, and a power supply. Okay, 6 pairs of balance inputs, programmable. 3 pairs of balance outs for biamping or triamping systems or power subwoofers. Cut mirror glass display window to match the hand polished stainless steel buttons, which you guys saw, and the volume control. Separate power supply chassis houses 3 independent power supplies: analog left, analog right, and control functions. Every input can be custom made and configured. It uses 12 high current output 993S gain stages, a discrete and modern version of the 990 gain stage used in broadcast and recording studios worldwide. Some of the comments, if you guys look up the review on Stereophile on this line stage, and I'm going to use it as a point of reference because now I own it, so I can just read and see what it says. But I'm going to go ahead and they compare this line stage to the Momentum preamplifier, and they compare it to a Dart Zeal line stage. And the closing conclusion, when this article was towards the end of the article, the reviewer said basically that all the preamplifiers mentioned in this review are exceptional components that I'd happily own and consider the job done. When the Boulder 2110 left the building, it took with it its holographic grip and spatial presentation, as well as its ability to resolve fine details, qualities that raise my system to a level none of the rest could quite manage. So that was the closing statements of the reviewer of this line stage on Stereophile. When I went to the measurements, I want you all to read the measurements here from John Atkinson's. I'm going to put it here on the camera too, so you guys can read it. Here, the 2110 is the best measuring preamplifier I have ever encountered. Think about that for a minute. I mean, that is a big statement. And part of the reason why that is because Boulder uses like what it is it seems like an optical connection inside. So those chassis that you guys saw at the top of the line stage, right? These right here, the modular chassis, the channels, right? So if you come here and you remove this, that, and this bolt, the screws, this entire thing slides out completely. And when you slide it out, how this one gets connected internally here, it's through a bunch of optical connectors. So it doesn't have your regular, kind of like a computer VGA connector, you know how a lot of pieces are connected. This doesn't use that. This uses more of an optical connector internally in order to have the least amount of floor noise possible. So that's actually extremely impressive. I've never seen anything like that. It has absolutely zero hissing noise. I've been playing with it for only 2 hours, and I can put the volume up and I hear no noise coming out of my tweeters. Ever. Zero noise coming out of my tweeters. And so anyway, I thought, you know what? This is going to be an outstanding product to bring home. This really has to be something special. And I, even though I'm still playing with the Pandora, and I will continue to play with it. As you guys know, I'm not even halfway done with it. I thought this would be a very, very, very good line stage to try with the Mephisto. My expectation is extremely high for this Boulder. But I know that there is, in the back of my mind, one concern. And that concern is if let's say I prefer the Griffin Pandora with the Coliseum over the Boulder, I'm sorry, the Griffin Pandora with the Mephisto over the Boulder with the Mephisto, my mind is going to be thinking, well, that could very well be just the synergy, right, between the Griffin components, which would make sense. But see, that I'm already thinking ahead. That's why I'm going to bring more power amplifiers. I'm going to try the JC ones that, yeah, you see here, and I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, that's a different level of component, and that's fine. What we want to try is how good are those two line stages without the Mephisto. I want to see how well they work with different brands of power amplifiers. So that test is going to be extremely crucial for me to understand which line stage I want to ultimately hang on to for the long haul. The Pandora is still breaking in. It's a unit that needs more time. I still need to accommodate it even further, which, by the way, the Boulder already has a construction where it doesn't really care too much about isolation platforms or anything like that. If you read the review, you'll see what I mean. Is built around anti-resonance, and it's very well built. Like it's like a brick, literally. So at 111 pounds, it's serious. So it doesn't really, according to Boulder, this is what they said. When they built it, they thought about vibration and isolation, all of that, and it's already built into the chassis. So it's supposed to really, really be inert to any sort of vibration, for lack of a better word. Okay, guys, this is going to take us in a whole new direction. But I want to first continue to explore the Pandora. I want to keep playing with the Pandora, which I will continue to do over the next few weeks. I just wanted to let you all know that the Boulder has arrived, and I am very excited how this is going to do with my Mephisto. I don't know what will happen. I don't have an answer, but I do not want you all to get sidetracked here. The reason why I'm doing this is to show you what's coming up soon in the future. I still have to give you more Mephisto Pandora presentations as reference points. I still have to give you a lot more videos when it comes to those two together and the marriage that they are able to, how they're able to just play really incredible together before I introduce the Boulder to you all. Of course, I am playing with the Boulder behind the scenes. I'm not going to talk about what I'm doing here. I am doing my own testing. I am doing my own auditioning, my evaluation, but I am not going to put that on video anytime soon because that will come with time. I have to have some more content. I'm just trying to get you all pumped to hear that piece with the Mephisto. Okay. Stay tuned for more, guys. Sorry I haven't been able to do anything. I've been just extremely busy with work and obviously driving 22 hours to pick up that component. That's just how passionate I am about this crazy hobby. And I'm here just to share it with you guys. Okay? Please subscribe. Good night.